high-stakes collision. A game here late in the season featuring two teams ranked in the top 25, both looking to move up big time. Welcome to beautiful South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium, the home of the Miami Hurricanes. And we'll see the number 14 team in the country, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons, taking on last season's national champions, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Hermstreet. Kirk, let's get this thing going. The Hurricanes will kick this deep to start us off. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. So Wake Forest's offense comes onto the field for the first time today. We got a quarterback here coming off a sensational performance, Kirk. He sounded very confident when we met with him this week, but let's see if he can build on that this time.
Yeah, I think the last game that he played, he was through the football on time. He didn't try to do too much, found the open receivers, took what the defense gave him, and as you had mentioned, we had a chance to talk to him. I think that's what he's looking to try to do, not try to live up to the hype, just put together another solid performance.
Physical defending, that one falls incomplete, brings up second down. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Here's the handoff. Fights through a tackle. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain. The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Delivers quickly to the left side. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down. The Demon Deacons will line up to punt it away. And that sets up a return. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And he's going to finally head out of bounds, but talk about flipping the field and setting up his offense in tremendous field position. Offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. This is a running game that comes in on a roll. The top back, over 100 yards rushing, found the end zone multiple times. Clearly, he's going to be the focal point of the defense today, Kirk, you'd think, anyway.
Yeah, how much fun was it to watch this offense and watch him specifically, what he was able to do. Pretty much anything he wanted to do, he was able to capitalize on. Now, today, it's a different challenge. New game, new opportunity to showcase what he can do. And I think it's important that this offense show that they can do more than just run the football, because I think this defense is locked in to take him away.
The back's got it. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. Both these teams told us they're eager to prove a point. Here we are mid-season. They both earned their spot in the rankings, but we expect a tight competitive battle today.
That's
heading for the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Miami. They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Wake Forest sends the offense back out on the field now. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Starts with a quick pass to the left off the RPO. Getting set. Here's second down. And he drops back in the gun. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Second down play coming up. Ball handed to the running back. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
They'll try a pass here. A fourth down completion to the running back. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. And the Demon Deacons will have to kick this away. Money comes for his second punt of the game. The punt will bounce and head out of bounds. That's right near the goal line. Perfect execution. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Defense, ears pinned back. They tackle him right there at the 3.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Second down after that previous play. They're going to run it. He's free around the 15. He's brought down, but what a pickup on the ground.
Well, that gain will give them some breathing room. What a good job of being able to get them out of that hole. They're inside their own 5-yard line. And on the other hand, the defense, what a missed opportunity. You had them pinned back, a chance to really, at the very least, affect field position, and now you give up a big gain like this.
They look to throw it here on second down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. The Hurricanes will try to keep this drive moving. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And they finally stop him at a decent gain that time. Important second down play coming up. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Caught by the receiver. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
This defense has got to do a better job in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, and this offense could have 50 on you by the end of this game.
On the run here, lets it go. Oh, and he can't quite hold on. Chance for the big fella to come up with a takeaway there. Sets up a second down. Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. They'll hand it off. That's a stop behind the line of scrimmage. They've got him for a 3-yard loss. 8th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Out of the gun now on third down. He's running out of time here. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. And they wrap it up after the completion just short of the first down marker.
Chris, they're going to come up a little bit short of the first down, but this is a great effort here by the entire offense to give themselves at least a chance, a much better chance of converting here if they decide to go for it on fourth down.
And the Canes line up with a first and goal. Keep it on the ground on first and goal. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. All right, it's second down and goal now for this offense. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, holding just for 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Lets it go quickly. Oh, and another incompletion.
What a hit there on 3rd down. The timing was perfect, and now we got a big 4th down play.
The Demon Deacons will have to kick it away. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Here comes the opening play of the drive. They begin from the 33. And the single back takes the handoff. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 37.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
And he's going to take a shot down the left side. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's 3rd down. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Tackled, but 1st down. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this 1st down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the 1st.
Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Looks to the left. Pass caught. Brought down, but the gain moves the ball all the way to the plus 42.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a 1st down for this offense.
Finds room at the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT.
Just get the ball into the hands of your guy and let him do the rest of the heavy lifting with the yards after the catch. What a great catch and score.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Looking right, this one caught. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Kirk, as we take a break for the quarter here, it's Miami in front. And as we reach the end of one, the lead is starting to mount. Let's take a quick look at the first quarter stats before we move on. We'll see if this game gets out of hand before halftime. The crucial 2nd quarter beginning right now. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Receiver makes the grab. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. The catch makes it a more manageable 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking deep down the left side. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. And the Demon Deacons will bring their punt team onto the field. Not what he was hoping for. Instead of pinning the offense deep, it's a touchback. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Taking a deep shot here to the right. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. 2nd and 10 after the incompletion. Let's see what they can create here now to avoid a 3rd and long. The pickup is just 3 yards. Now it's 3rd down and 7. The come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On third down, he drops to throw. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. And moves the ball to the 37 for a first down.
Man, I love these big receivers. This time he's able to use his big frame to almost box out the defender on that slant route. If you've got good timing, and this is hard to stop.
They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. Canes look to keep this drive moving. On first and 10, looking to throw. Makes a quick catch. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been, and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone.
Good, tough running here by this Miami Hurricane running back. A nice job up front to be able to pave the way to be able to come up with a Canes first down. And tell you, the way he's playing right now, all those famous alumni that Miami has, got to be watching this game and being very proud.
That incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 from the 26. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. And this pass is caught. Goes down after making the grab. Picks up a few yards, but it's short of the first down marker. They come up 3rd and short. This is the 8th play of the drive. They make the tackle, but that's enough to set them up first down at the 15. The Canes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. It's a shotgun run call. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Miami.
Chris, you think this guy, when he went to bed last night at the team hotel, thought he would score not 1, not 2, but 3 rushing touchdowns in one game? What a day.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
28, Wake Forest, 0.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. The Wake Forest offense back out on the field now. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Fires it to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. So one play moves the ball to the 42-yard line. It'll be first down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down. Receiver in motion now. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 25. This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Wake. That's the kind of execution that's built on the practice field. A very precise pitch and catch for a touchdown.
Yeah, when we were out at practice, one thing that really stood out to me about this receiver was his ability to separate with his route running ability. You could see that right there on game day and how that shows up for a touchdown.
28, Wake Forest, 7.
And the return starts just inside the end zone. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Miami offense is back on the field. First down, looking to throw the football. It's a quick grab. Tackle right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. High completion makes it 2nd and medium. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Productive drive in the making, a first down at their own 42. Quarterback delivers quickly, a receiver on the screen. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. And completion makes it second and short. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Short connection to the tight end here. The Hurricanes moving quickly down the field here. How aggressive will they be on this first down play? It's the 2-minute timeout. We've got a blowout developing here. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Grab down the middle. It's Jennings. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. Pass caught. Second down now. Back to throw again. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down. They come up third and short. This is the 8th play of the drive. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Quick throw complete to the tight end. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there. Now play number 9 on this drive. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw. Defensive fans getting frustrated. Offense continues to march. They'll change the pre-snap look now. And he's back to throw again on second down. Looking for the wideout. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Brought down at the 3, but that's enough for a first and goal. The offense trying to cap a really impressive first half, trying to punch it in here and build on this lead before halftime. He escapes the pocket. It's a sack. They've got him back at the 4-yard line. And he steps out of bounds. No gain on the play. Ball moved back to the 4 for second and goal. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Now he's stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
What a threat for this offense to have a weapon like this at quarterback. Down in the red zone, surveying the coverage, nobody open, so he does it himself with his legs and gets to the end zone for the touchdown.
Miami, 35. Wake Forest, 7.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looking to throw it on first down. Moves out of the pocket. Slides down to avoid the tackle. The Demon Deacons come to the line in a hurry up. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Swarmed by the pass rush. A sack. So here comes third and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. And he'll drop back here on third down. He's looking deep down the middle. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now picks up 4th down. And the Demon Deacons will bring their punt team on the field now. Fielded at the 25. Good effort by the return man. They get him down. That's a solid gain in return. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 39. Off the play fake, looking to throw. On the move now. Trying to get the throw off. And it just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. It's going to bring up second down. Following the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 39. Looking to pass here on second down. Defense is coming after him. Didn't see anybody open, just throws it away. That's now going to bring up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. The pass rush closing in. Catch is made down the middle. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm. But
caught inside the red zone and still running. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Play action here on first down. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Miami.
So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit.
On the field goal.
And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And they add to their lead. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that field there in Coral Gables, sign me up for another half. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. Either way, it's time to find out. Back to the best in the biz for the start of this 3rd quarter.
The Demon Deacons will kick this deep to begin the second half. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. And this offense trying to build in a very impressive first half performance, trying to stretch the lead right away here in the 3rd. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Here's the second down play. He's looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it in the open. Moves the ball out across the 30. That's good for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. And looking to throw now on first down. Quick pass to the flat to a receiver. Refusing to be brought down before gaining first down yardage. The Hurricanes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And that completion, Kirk, puts him over 300 yards passing today.
Yeah, anytime a quarterback has a day like this, really it all has to come together with the offensive line play, the receivers running these great routes, and he's just in sync. He's kind of in that zone right now. He'll be the first one to tell you how much his teammates have helped him out today.
Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
But there you go, defense. Listen, it's not been a great day for these guys, but this time they stepped up and took out some of that frustration. Nice play.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking to scramble. Under pressure, just lets it go. It's incomplete. This efficient offense doesn't convert on third down this time. And the Canes will line up to punt it away. He's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Wake Forest sends the offense back out on the field now. On first down, it's play action. Dumps it down to the back. Caught. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Offense getting set. It's second down. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. And he will make the first down. Tackled at the 26. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the running back. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
But how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Out of the gun now on third down. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
That takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
And they'll kick it away here. And we'll see what he can do on the return. And the returner will be brought down. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. They're trying to build on their lead. They were forced to punt on the last possession. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the 37.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
So second down after the incompletion. Handoff from the shotgun. He's got room to run. Tackle finally made down at the 13-yard line. Canes are looking to keep this drive going. Just pounding away for another big gain. Kirk, you wonder if this defense is beginning to lose its will a little bit.
I think they are losing their will. You can tell by the way they're tackling. It's been a very impressive performance by this offense and by this running back. You got to believe they're just looking to add to this lead with yet another touchdown.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a first and goal.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Just a misfire here by the quarterback. These are tight windows, man. They open and close so quickly. You got to almost...
And he fights in for the score. Touchdown, Canes. They'll try to add to the lead now with PAT.
Chris, I know the back's going to get a lot of attention for this touchdown, but I was focused on the offensive line. You had 5 guys working as one. Great communication, able to get up to that second level and open things up nicely to allow the back into the end zone.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Wake Forest offense back out on the field now. The last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. They'll run it from the gun. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. Offense getting set. Second down play here.
Well, here we are in the second half, and this run defense is living up to their billing as a top 10 run defense. This running back can't get anything going, and it's
caught on the left side for a huge gain. They bring him down, but it's a big play all the way to the 43. This offense moves into enemy territory inside the 45 after that big play. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Caught. He's wide open. Look out. Breaks into the clear right down the middle. End zone ahead. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Wake Forest.
Boy, this guy has a knack for the end zone, doesn't he? That's 2 touchdowns for this guy today, and I don't know if he's done yet.
And he knocks through the PAT. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
Wake Forest, 14.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he's brought down just across the 25-yard line. And the Miami offense is back on the field. And they'll set up at the 26 for the first play of this drive. He hands it off from the gun. Eludes a tackle. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking deep to the right side. But this one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Well, one of the few times this receiver is unable to come up with a big play. This guy has over 100 yards receiving. I would just keep trying to find ways to line him up and create mismatch opportunities.
Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play.
Maybe... is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. The pocket breaking down. Caught over the middle. It's awesome. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. The Canes starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Bringing pressure. And it's incomplete. Just missed the wide receiver there. So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Looking for a man. He escapes the pocket. Gets rid of it on the move. The receiver makes the catch. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a 1st down. An important 3rd down attempt for this offense. Can he get there on the ground? Gets some space around the 30. They make the tackle, but that plane moves it inside the red zone. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. And the tailback's got it again. And he's wrapped up short of the marker there as the time runs down here in the 3rd quarter. And one final play before the end of the quarter. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Rolls all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
Boy, this guy is so much fun to watch here. Not even on a designed QB run, able to create, use his legs, threaten the defense with his arm, and eventually off the scramble gets into the end zone. Great play.
And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. And let's see if a comeback is in store here as we start the 4th quarter. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. Pre-snap motion from the offense. And now the handoff. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5. Offense will keep it on the ground here. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
1st down here for this offense. And the wideout goes in motion. QB keeper all the way. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
That's a solid gain. Moves the ball into enemy territory. 1st down now at the 40. And the Demon Deacons pick up 1st down yardage to keep the drive going.
Here we go.
Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Grab down the middle. It's Udo.
Well, we just continue to see this defense make great plays, especially with their tackling. And the awareness to understand we're in the 4th quarter, you're trying to keep this offense in bounds so they keep that clock moving.
Caught quickly. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a 1st down. Here we go, 3rd and short on the 7th play of this drive. It's a keeper trying to get to the marker.
Well, that's the right call here by the offensive coordinator. Keep it simple. Just go right behind your line, but no push at all. The defense completely stops him there at the line of scrimmage.
And he's got it from 48 yards out, showing off the big leg. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
Chris, they get the 3 points, but looking back at it, 4th and inches. pretty conservative call there. I really thought they would have gone for it.
And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. And the defense makes some adjustments, come up with a stop here.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Man, it's so valuable to have a back like this who can take a check down and turn it into a first down. That level of playmaking is such an asset to a team in today's game.
They bring him down, but it's a big gainer to the 47. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Chewing clock with the running game. He's got the first down and still motoring. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about. Whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line, the entire unit has been dominant. So they decide to run it in on the two-point conversion, and it turns out to be the right call. Put two up on the board.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. Rick Forrest sends the offense back out on the field now. Remember, it was a field goal on the last possession. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. Oh, what a grab! They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense.
Oh, the pass rush gets home.
I'm surprised they're still throwing the football. At this point in the game, just run the football, work the clock, and get the heck out of here and get ready for next week.
Motion now from the tight end. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Catch made on the left side. Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now. The Demon Deacons bring their punt team onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. And he fields it at the 15. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. Handoff with a single back formation. He's past the marker and still going. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. And run good for a first down. The offense still rolling. And now the running back's got it again. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seem to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed, along with really dominant offensive line play.
Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. The Hurricanes will line up on 1st and 10. The shotgun handoff here. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense tries to put the finishing touches here on a lopsided victory. Now it's 2nd down here. Here's the toss play now, running left. Breaks an open space. Touchdown, Canes. There was no catching him that time.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
17.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take a lead in this game at some point.
Takes the handoff and he'll head left. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Boy, another tough call for this offense. Seems like everything that they've called is going in the wrong direction. I think they're just trying to get out of this one at this point.
We'll try to run it with the option. He'll pitch it. They've got him behind the line. The option fools no one.
Well, when they called that one in, I doubt they thought it was going to go backwards like it did. Normally, you can get a few out of these option plays, but they got nothing here.
The receiver grabs it. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. And the Demon Deacons will have to punt this one away. Looking to flip the field here. And they've got the returner corralled. They'll set up at the 26 for the first play of this drive. Hands off to the left. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Now, the defensive coordinator must be thinking, it's about time. This running back has just destroyed this defense, and this time they're able to get into that backfield and come up with a nice play.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Second down, we're going to throw it. Running out of time in the pocket. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Chris, an interesting call here. I know they have the lead, but I thought they might throw the football. They surprised me, but you know who they didn't surprise? That defense. They were not shocked at all by the run call on third down and long. They stuffed that right at the line of scrimmage.
This is an impressive performance. They played a good football team here today, Kirk, but they just dragged them behind the woodshed and dominated from the start. This is going to catch people's attention.
Yeah, I think most people are going to be in awe when they look at the